Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's book review video, I am going to be reviewing The French for Murder, which is a Lady Eleanor Swift mystery. It's a cozy mystery series, and this is book number 10. So before we talk about The French for Murder, let's quickly review the previous 9 books. Or briefly, I'll show you the covers because I have read all of them. They start off with number 1, A Very English Murder, which takes place in 1920. Moving on to Death at the Dance, A Witness to Murder, Murder in the Snow, Mystery by the Sea, Murder at the Fair, A Lesson in Murder, Death on a Winter's Day, A Royal Murder, and this one, The French for Murder. So as mentioned, that very first book took place in 1920. Now it is summer of 1923. Now, Lady Eleanor Swift was a well-traveled woman who explored many areas in her life, and she was a free spirit, very independent, very strong woman. Well, her uncle passed away a few years previously, and now she has taken over her role in his household, and she is learning how to become a lady, okay? Now, she is now vacationing at a villa in France due to her butler Clifford's desire for her to just take it easy. Now, let's talk about who Clifford is. Clifford was Clifford was Eleanor's uncle's butler, and now he is Eleanor's butler. Now, Clifford obviously is a man of many years, and he even was in the army at some point in his life. As a matter of fact, that comes up in this book. Well, now they're traveling to this villa, and she's going to spend the season there, and she's going to stop worrying about murders and crimes and solving things and this, that, and the other. And there's a third party to this little traveling group, and that is Gladstone, her bulldog, who doesn't go just about anywhere without Gladstone. Well, they start to settle into the villa, and she's envisioning, long afternoons by the pool, drinking good wine. In fact, Clifford goes to the wine cellar to see what wine is there that Eleanor might enjoy. Well, Clifford doesn't find a nice bottle of wine. What he does find is a dead body. Now, as it turns out, the dead body was a famous American movie star named Rex Armstrong. And the thing is, they're in France. They're not on their home turf, okay? So now this makes Clifford the prime suspect. And as the prime suspect with the French police, he gets arrested and he's jailed. So what does Eleanor think? What does Eleanor do? Well, the first thing she thinks is what she knows is Clifford is no murderer. Now, she not only has to prove that he's no murderer, but she has to find who the actual killer is. And in so doing, she hopes to get Clifford out of that French jail. Now, when he's arrested, she realizes that she has to find this killer, as I've already mentioned. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I thought about something else. And in so doing, she decides to go to a glamorous party where the film's cast and crew are all going to be. And Eleanor plans on interviewing each and every one of them and figuring out who the murderer is. As a matter of fact, can she even outsmart this murderer? What is more is she, in the process of being at this party, she overhears the director taking a phone call that sounds very suspicious. So while Eleanor is taking pieces of the puzzle together to figure out who wanted Rex Armstrong dead, who the killer could be, does the killer have anybody else in his sights, and how she can prove any and all of whatever she discovers to the French police, that phone call that she overheard throws all her theories right out of the water. And I am taking that quote directly from the blurb, just in case you read the blurb. Now, do you like cozy mysteries as much as I do because I love them. I can't stop reading them. As a matter of fact, cozy mysteries are a perfect palate cleanser for me. And when I say palate cleanser, it's if I'm reading a difficult or a book that's hard to assimilate because of the intensity of the crimes or who the victims are. When you read a cozy mystery, it's kind of refreshing. Yes, there's always a murder, or in most cases there's a murder, but it's all behind the scenes and it's never gruesome and it's always relaxing, at least to me. Now, in this book, the Lady Ellen on this series, I don't know if I've already mentioned, but Verity Bright is the husband and wife pseudonym for a writing team of a husband and wife. So Verity Bright is a pseudonym, but it's kind of cool that a husband and wife write this book, this series. And when they do this, they create beautiful settings, a great relationship between Clifford and Eleanor, and how he respects her greatly. Like, for example, when she's with the cast and crew and she goes to lunch, they one of the American actors, like, where's Mr. Starch? She calls Clifford Mr. Starch. And she says, well, he's a butler. He doesn't dine with us. So Clifford respects propriety to the highest degree. And he always calls her lady. So I love that. And I also love Gladstone. And I love the conversations that Eleanor has with Gladstone. And she has these conversations with Gladstone as she deducts the crime. And she starts to put clues together. Great addition to the series. In fact, the series is going to continue on August 31st, which I'm going to check my spreadsheet, but the book that's coming out on August 31st is Death Down the Aisle. And I'm just going to run over to my spreadsheet. Okay, so here are my August blog tours. It's not on there yet, but I'm sure it will come up in a matter of days or weeks, and I will be doing it. And I will continue to follow the series for as long as it's being written. Another thing I wanted to tell you that I found out when I was preparing to put this review together is every book in this series, and I'm going to bring up Amazon for you, is available on as part of your Kindle Unlimited subscription. So if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, try not to drop this, you see read for free. Every single title is available for free in your Kindle subscription. So I've already shown you the book covers, and I'd say go for it. They're quick reads, great palate cleansers, as I've already mentioned, and very, very nice settings, great characters, and great writing. There you have it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.